there, it's Anonymous Tea, where we spill the tea anonymously. Hello, 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 everyone. Hello, YouTubers. Hope you guys are all having an amazing day today, sending good vibes, sending positivity, sending blessings, and good energy to each and every single one of you. Thank you so much for tuning in. So today we are talking more fallout from the TGIF official cancellation that was originally supposed to be a hiatus to, figure things out. However, all of that is out the window, and we have more fallout that we've got to get to from Claudia Jordan, from Reynolds, and Arman Wiggins. We are going to get to all of it and provide some analysis, you guys, because I still can't fathom fumbling a $250,000 a year bag via Zoom, via maximum 8 hours a week, and $5,000 an episode, you guys, from the comforts of your home. I cannot fathom it. To talk celebrity news and gossip and reality TV news and gossip and things going on in the culture, I can't fathom it. Nonetheless, Claudia Jordan has spoken out once more about an hour or so ago on her Instagram. Says 9 more hours before Instagram will let me respond to my DMs and go live, all because I responded to an insult. Meanwhile, there's a straight up PORN and SNUFF videos allowed on here. Reynolds is being messy, reposting in his Instagram story. Folks, and then at Stefan Sean, which I believe was the best friend of Reynolds, from the Wiley'S show, says the Wiley'S show weeks ago and spilled the tea on Claudia Jordan and Arman Wiggins being messy and bringing Foxhole behind production meetings in front of the camera. Reynolds was innocent victim of a hostile work environment, you guys. And then we have Arman Wiggins, right? Who he also, says yesterday, I regret to inform you, TGIF will not be returning from his hiatus. I deeply appreciate the opportunity we had to create and share the show. Thank you to all the fans and soulmates for your unwavering support. He posted that on his Twitter. Then a lot of people are tweeting at him, so I'm going to read you Arman's tweets because people were blaming him, saying it's his fault. Arman says, not true. I definitely will be telling my side. Then Arman says, I really tried to turn a new leaf, but honestly, Al got what he wanted. I wasn't lying when I said he was trying to get the show canceled and me fired. Then somebody else tweeted that Al is two-faced. Literally, when you first got there and he was getting backlash for trying to sun you, he said he was your biggest fan just to really be jealous of you after all, giving Jason Lee vibes, to be honest. And Arman says this is exactly what happened. And then Arman retweeted a tweet that said he only liked Arman because him and Claudia bumped heads a little when they first joined, and that changed when him and Claudia got cool. But I honestly think Arman's comfortability with his sexuality is what gets under Al the most. If you read about his upbringing, it starts to make sense. And then also retweets another tweet from somebody else that says Al had big hater vibes. Then also, somebody else had tweeted, Claudia also told me the same thing she told Al and Joyce, but you let her get in your ear, and now no one has a job. Let's be honest and tell the whole story, and tags Arman Wiggins. Arman says, well, tell me the story since you have the facts. And then somebody said, well, we're going to wait and see how y'all respond, but you know better, Arman, this ain't right. Arman then says, you don't have to wait until I respond to tell the truth. Just tell it. You've been talking. Then another tweet says that Claudia told us in the internet you was tussling with Bleep, and then told Joyce, and then was confronted, lied, and said Al said it, and then the gloves came off. Am I lying? And then Arman says, so Al did nothing wrong? Then Arman says, tweets again, I need a job. Anybody hiring? The rent is due. And then Arman responds to this tweet, Tasha K putting all kinds of cokehead allegations on you and you playing games. Arman responds, child, I don't care about that. I'm a celebrity. Let the fans do their job. And then Arman says, honestly, I want to tell my side, but something tells me in my spirit it's just going to backfire and be used against me. Many people have their mind made up, so I may just leave it at that. Believe what you want. Then also, he responds to this tweet, the only thing the people want to know is if you had not read to filth, the show would still be on, or was it going down behind the scenes anyway? And Arman said, I've said it over and over, the show most likely would have still ended. And then Arman says about an hour ago, he tweets, every time something like this happens and I come with facts and receipts, somehow it ends up like Arman is too emotional and burns bridges. So yeah, y'all can have it. And then tweets again another hour ago, says, y'all talking about how professional this man is and was, referring to Al Reynolds, and how me and Claudia were messy and unprofessional, but he don't have a job either, in all caps. So what does that mean? Yeah, you MFs are dumb. I am over it with laughing emojis and crying emojis. And then Armon tweets as well. But I will say this, years ago, T.S. Madison told me this one thing and it stuck. Don't ever, ever let go of your personal YouTube channel for any gig. Talk show, TV show, movie, nothing. I'm glad I listened. I could never be fired. I'm good. And then hosted a space that I believe had like 500 or some odd people listening. Listen, you guys, the gloves are off. I can't wait till later today because I know Claudia Jordan's going to go live and she's going to unleash and we're going to react to it and she's going to spill the tea. It seems that certain, co-hosts from this show have relationships with certain YouTubers that are pushing out certain narratives. So if you go, according to Al Reynolds and his friend on the Wiley'S show, and, Tasha K, they have a certain narrative that this is all Claudia Jordan and Arman Wiggins' fault, right? But if you listen to what Claudia Jordan and Arman is saying, they're basically saying, no, this is Al Reynolds' fault. He's the reason the show is canceled. He's the reason that all this behind the scenes stuff is a mess. And essentially the roast in which Arman dragged him, and the Lunel asking questions about, Star Jones, Al Reynolds' ex-wife, and they were wondering if that had anything to do with anything. And he said that the show was already a disaster, when he got there. There was already behind-the-scenes drama when they got there, which is in part why Funky Dileva left, right? Back, earlier, several months ago. But this is just sad, you guys. This is just sad. How, once again, you have a spotlight, you have an opportunity to make $250,000 dollars of doing, you guys, what we would all love to do. Talk celebrity news and gossip, talk reality TV at the comforts of your home, you guys. Literally on a Zoom call, literally max a couple of hours a day. If you want to factor in maybe some prep, but then you record your Thursday and Friday shows on Thursdays anyways. So really you're talking max 8 hours a week at the minimum or at the maximum, depending on the weeks or depending on what's going on. I think the only time it might be longer is if you have to do like an interview with a celebrity. But you're telling me you guys couldn't come together for 8 hours a week, you guys? For $250,000 a year? Can you make it make sense? Do you know how many people would kill for that job? Do you know how many people would love to do that job, regardless of what profession they're in? Are you kidding me? And all you have to do is research correctly what is going on in the news and give a sound opinion, whether people agree or disagree with you, and you guys couldn't keep it together for that hour? It was so bad that the show had to burn down. It was so bad that the show was gaining popularity, was gaining an audience, going from a couple of days a week. They canceled Cocktails with Queens, who actually was the show that I preferred, to be honest, because it was too expensive to produce to give you guys a 5 days a week show of TGIF, and you guys blew it. You guys completely blew it. Listen. Everybody's pointing fingers, but nobody is saying that they wanted to come together and try to make this right. Nobody is saying that they wanted to make this work. The only person who really has been saying that is Claudia Jordan, because she's been the one that has been pitching ideas and pitching shows to various networks, and she has experience being on several, talk shows and radio shows and all of that. So nonetheless, she's always going to fight for, continued opportunities for people. I still think that she should be the co-host on The Breakfast Club, but that's just me. And don't be surprised if it still might happen, as far as I'm concerned. But nonetheless, this is messy. It's going to get messy. There is going to be a lot more fallout, and we're going to cover it all. We're going to cover it. We're going to talk about it, and we are going to react to each and every single one of it. But I think at the end of the day, nobody's innocent completely. Everybody has a hand to play. There's a level of unprofessionalism that is, casting across everybody as far as I'm concerned. And it's just not a good look. It is not a good look. And Al Reynolds, you need to come out and speak out. Your friend's been doing all the talking to Tasha K and to the Wiley show and everything else, but you need to come out and speak your truth. Because ultimately, you're getting dragged, and ultimately, it is giving some credence with how you reacted on Funky Dineva's live. When you were pissed off about the roast, you were, cussing for the, we're hearing you say a curse word for the first time and all the things, and, Funky Dineva's like, what happened? Like, really? Funky Dineva, really? That's what we're doing, right? You know exactly what happened, right? But nonetheless, this is so messy. This is so unprofessional. And how do you guys expect moving forward to get gigs, to get opportunities when this whole debacle is being displayed in front of everybody? How do you think this is going to benefit you moving forward? How do you think this is going to get you opportunities moving forward? And just because you're silent, Al Reynolds, doesn't mean that you're going to be exempt from any of this. Because your name is being thrown around a lot as the cause of the demise of this show. And you playing Run Tell That, and you being messy and trying to get everybody to hate each other, allegedly. And then when it's brought to the carpet, when it's brought to the forefront, you don't know what anybody's talking about. And you think it's just best to just cut everyone off so they don't bug you anymore and call you out on anything. And that's not the answer either. Own your messiness. Own that you're jealous of people and you tried to get the show taken down when you realized that nobody cared for your opinions, nobody liked you out of everybody on the show, and so therefore your big revenge was like, hey, since nobody likes me, let me get rid of the show. And that's never the answer. There is no way I am throwing away a $250,000 bag just because people don't like me. Are you kidding me right now? Are you absolutely kidding me? Like, let's keep it together. Let's keep it a buck. This is going to be the easiest job you guys ever had, and you guys blew it for what? You guys messed this up for what? You guys couldn't come together, for, and like I said, for a max hour, 2 hours a day. For what? Make it make sense. So, there is that. Let me know your guys' thoughts in the comments. Please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you're notified the moment I post new content on my channel. And with that being said, I'll talk to you guys again very soon.